What is going on, guys? My name is Moto, and today you're going to be watching the 2018 Monster Energy Supercross predictions here today on my channel. We've got One Up, Tony, and Bucket here for the show today. I wanted to start a new kind of series and all that stuff. I will say, though, this is going to be strictly for Anaheim 1. It's not going to be for the full season just because we don't really know exactly how the riders are, feeling and how they are actually riding this season. So we don't want to do a full predictions video on how the season is going to go. Real quick, wanted to shout out Dirt Monkey Productions and One Up Motorsports for sponsoring this video. If you want to follow them in the description. Jesus Christ, what the fuck just even happened? I have no idea. I'm going to leave the links down below in the description for that, for their Instagrams and their Facebooks. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So today we're going to be discussing the 450 predictions that we have. Cal 450 was going to be in this video, but he did have to go, so I am going to list off what he had down for his predictions, which was first place going to be Eli Tomac, second place Marvin Musquin, third place Dean Wilson, fourth place Cole Seeley, and fifth place Blake Baggett, and then the wild card seventh pick for Cooper Webb right there for Cal. So that's what he had. He wanted to do all that stuff because he's an Eli Tomac fan. So, real quick,
Cooper Webb.
Yeah, right? Cooper Webb. Weird. Yeah.
It's funny because I got him for 7th as well.
Do you? Yeah, I didn't know where to go with that one. That's a little odd. So, I will say, out of everybody here, I think I'm the one that has a little bit of the wild prediction here. Just going off the rip right there, I feel like probably what happened, unless somebody else has the same number one as me. But I guess we should start out. I guess we could do it with One Up. One Up, who do you have first through fifth, and then your wild card seventh?
Let's see. I'm thinking it's gonna be Marvin Musquin in first, Roxon second, Anderson third, Tomac fourth, Martin fifth. Yeah, I think he should be good. Hopefully he stays in the 450s all season.
And Martin
J. Mart, fifth? Yeah.
So wild.
Is this his Supercross debut on the 450?
I think it is.
Yeah, apparently he's only supposed to be doing the West Coast and then dropping back down, from what I heard.
So he's going to do kind of what Seeley did then.
But if he does good, they might keep him up there.
Let's hope. I know he looked pretty decent on the 450 and outdoors, didn't he?
Who's he filling in for? No one. He's on Geico Honda, or 450 rider.
Gotcha.
Just on the West Coast. Yeah.
Well, that's nifty. You got him for fifth place off the. Well.
Then why are they gonna run a rider on the East Coast? Probably not. Maybe.
I don't think they would. I mean, I don't know who they would have up there. Unless they bring in Mookie, which I don't think they would.
Why would you just take a guy half the season, though?
It's probably just because, next season he's probably moving up to 450s. They're trying to condition him to run a full season. So they're just going to put him on 450s since he can't run East and West. Put him on 450s so he can run that
go
at the
for
beginning.
Go for the title in the East and the Lights.
Yep, and then that way he's getting practice for next year.
10-4. Gotcha. Yeah, see the
So and then who'd you say for wild card, sorry?
Baggett.
Baggett, okay, yeah. Oh, I think that's who I had for mine.
Pretty solid pick for the wild card, I think.
Solid picks. Bucket, what you got?
See. Oh, let's pull it up here. Oh, was I crashing into the face of that landing? Tomac, he looked hot. He looked hot at Monster Cup until he, went down after that red flag. That was unfortunate because he probably would have took the first main. And who knows, maybe a million. And then Moose Quinn is going to be pulling it up in second. Anderson third. I don't know, feeling Ken Roxon fourth. Going to get back in the groove. Dean Wilson, Dino in the fifth. And Cole Seeley, the wild card. He's going to be my boy this year. Probably picking up all those wild cards.
Honestly, though, it's like him and Brock Tickle, aren't they? Like the consistent guys that get the wild card? Like those are the big names, or the two names I noticed a lot last year were getting wild card pick wins there.
Seeley has done me pretty well in the wild card sometimes. So he's pretty good. He's always up in the top 10 though, man. Good rider for sure.
Very consistent. Got that Reed-ish, not like obviously not full on Reed status because Chad Reed's a fucking legend, but like that consistency of being able to compete.
Definitely fucking legend. Yeah. Well, Sealy's young though. He's only gonna be going up, and we'll see what Chad Reed. I don't know. You know, I want to see what he's gonna be coming with. You know, privateer on a frickin' Husky. You know, so
be awesome.
we'll see.
When's he making his debut? I don't think it's Anaheim 1, right?
That's as far as I've heard. It's supposed to be A1. Is what he's been counting.
Yeah, he's posted all over Instagram.
They built. That's what's been. Yeah, that's what's built in his shop. That's what old Goose has been building for him.
If he doesn't ride a Husky,
he posted a sick photo of him getting pretty nasty on it.
Posted a video of him railing some whoops too.
Hell yeah. Reed, you can't count that guy out. Who knows? He could come out and frickin' win Anaheim 1 like he did a couple of years ago. Was it A1 he came out swinging? 3 years ago?
I think it was.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out and...
Well, hell, last year in Phoenix he was running.
There's blood in the water, and I think he wanted it.
Oh, yeah.
So, we'll see. Old dog still got it.
What you got, buddy?
I got Moose Can 1.
The Moose Can train, man. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Third, because I think he's still going to be scared a little bit. Not as much. He's going to push, but I don't think
he ain't scared. He ain't scared. He ain't going to get on that track. He wasn't scared.
His pace is definitely different in practice. That's
I mean, he looks real good.
Oh, yeah.
Looks real good in practice. But I got in 4th for Jason Anderson. Blake Baggett in 5th, and my wild card is Stupid Webb.
Ah, that's 2 Webb, right? Another Webb.
Yep.
And then you had Sealy, right? Bucket?
Yeah, yes sir. Sealy.
Not bad. And you had, you said Muscan, Tomac, and then Roxon, right?
Yes.
I feel like this podium is going to be fairly consistent, except for... Obviously, Roxon's the main wild card right now, even though he looks like he apparently looks good in practice.
Ooh, that was nasty.
But nobody really knows how he's gonna race. I guess that's the big wild card out of everything. I guess we could go into mine then, and that's how I said it was gonna be a little bit of a bold prediction. But I have Roxon, Muscan, Tomac, Anderson, Wilson, and then Baggett as my wild card in 7th. I got Roxon in 1st, but that's just because I feel like, you know, if he's out there for himself.
He's on.
In last year he came out with that new Honda, looked amazing at Monster Cup. Obviously, went out there and won 2 of the main events. If he didn't crash, he was on his way to the Monster Million. It's that way I feel like every single year, but. You know, if he goes out there like last year, I feel like he could dominate again. Just not make sure he doesn't break his arm. That's something he needs to not do.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not gonna be afraid to change my picks after watching the practice on Race Day Live.
Oh no, that's I think that's a lot of determining factor for a lot of people. Is that, you know, if Roxon can go out there and run. Or honestly, whoever runs stupid fast off the rip, I feel like that's going to really tell who's going to come out and dominate this season. I mean, I think it's going to be a good, solid 3 to maybe even, honestly, 6-man race for the championship. If you throw in Wilson's performance from Monster Cup, and if he gets some good performances, maybe even Baggett goes up there. You know it's going to be Tomac, Muscan, but, you know, you can throw Anderson, Roxon, and those other 2 guys up in there, possibly for the fight too.
Well, especially with the new Triple Crown they have now. I mean, there's going to be 3 main events a night that are, what, 5, 15, and 20 minutes long? So there's going to be a lot of heat race winners that you don't see winning mains going to be collecting some more valuable points that also finish up front.
Oh yeah. It'll be nice. I'm excited for those.
And it's a new point system, so I think you're gonna see it a lot closer between the top riders now.
Oh yeah. I think this new Supercross format's going to really help too, even though, I mean, granted, I will say personally I'm not the biggest fan of the 3 main events for, like, actual Supercross, just because, I mean, yeah, it gives us more time for the races with the guys out on the same track, and they're going to have a qualifying race earlier in the day, but I don't know, I like the way that the main events work. Maybe I'll probably be proven wrong in the first one, and I'll be like, this is the best thing that's happened, but...
I'm glad they're going back to the old school 2 heats, LCQ, and a main now, though, instead of all the semis.
Oh yeah, the semis, that was a good thing to get rid of, because I felt like it was the same guys no matter what. I mean, it didn't matter.
Well, and heats can make it, yeah, it is the same guys, and heats can make it, you know, a lot better racing, and what the guys say is the most dangerous thing on those races is starts, so... I mean, it's less starts for them, better racing for everyone. All the people usually end up in the same.
Oh, yeah.
You know, unless they get taken out on the start twice. You know, like you've seen happen. And they don't make it to the main because of that start.
Or they have to battle through the LCQ just super hard. And we've seen that,
exactly.
I think. Didn't Villapoto have to battle through a really bad heat and then go into the LCQ and having an actual decent battle in the LCQ to come in?
Well, yeah, and even the old way, I seen them, you know, top guys not make it through the LCQ back in the day, you know, just because of a bad start, you know, getting taken out, or just, you know, going down. You got...
I think Reed had 1 or 2 last year, didn't he?
Yeah,
or was that the year before?
Yeah, you see guys wind up in that prediction a lot more, because if they get a shitty start, then there's a lot less laps.
So even then they start riding harder, and it does produce a lot better racing in the heat. So I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, they got time to make up that ground.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so they're gonna charge for it. You see a guy have a bobble now in a semi, he pulls off the track, or, you know, doesn't ride the rest of the race.
And then they just go to the semi and they don't have to worry about it.
Yep, exactly.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Now I guess after these predictions, I guess we should this kind of ties into it. What do you guys? What track are you guys most looking forward to? Have you guys seen the track maps?
I haven't had a chance to look yet.
No. That'd probably stump a little bit. It isn't that big of a deal, but
one of my favorites is usually Seattle, just because of the layout and it's close to home. One I can usually make it to.
Oh yeah.
So always got like that. Glad it's back on the circuit now.
Daytona's usually my favorite go-to track.
Have we seen what Ricky Carmichael has concepted? I feel like we've seen that track. It looked pretty nice from what I remember.
Hasn't it seemed pretty much the same since he's been designing it, though?
Yeah, you get a bunch of moguls, and it's...
I want to see something different out of it. Maybe go back to the day race, even though, you know, prime time's at night, so that's probably it.
Yeah. I will say I do like the night races. I don't remember, I think it's Oakland that's normally during the day now. Like they put it on during day, and I mean, granted, for me it's at night.
Is.
Oakland's not usually.
The one they run over,
yeah,
where is it? Late in the season.
East Rutherford?
Yeah, that's usually...
Yeah, I was never a big fan of those, like, races that are during the day. I just feel like, I don't know, I like it more when it's at night, because it just feels like I can relax, watch the race, and then whenever it's done, we get on here and we just shoot the shit for like an hour and a half, maybe 5 hours. Pretty sizable gap there. I mean, it's the time where after the race, literally everybody can get together. It's on here, or even our friends can, you know, that are at the house or at the party, whatever it is that we got watching Supercross. We can all just sit there and chill out and have a good time afterwards, even during it. You don't have to worry about work or anything. I don't know. I just didn't like the early races. I feel like nighttime is when Supercross should be on. I mean, it's indoors, you know? It should be.
I agree with you that
outside.
100%, but Daytona was always cool back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
When they, you know, two-stroke days, when they ran it during the day. And they ran off of grass starts. Do you see a grass start anymore?
I remember that.
You know, that was always cool. And there was, it was different. It was a lot more sandy. I don't know, it seemed tougher. It seemed a lot tougher. It was way more brutal. Or it could have been the bikes. You know.
Oh, yeah.
It came a long way since then.
A long way.
Long way. Hashtag four-stroke master race.
Are they running them expanded metal gates all year, or?
I saw a couple people. A lot of people were practicing on them. I know Cincerillo was. I know Roxon was, because obviously they train together, or they ride together at least. I mean,
what were they?
They're running on the metal gates, where it's like the metal grate underneath the. No, it's just like the metal gates underneath the bikes, because they're going to be starting off of those now instead of just dirt.
I like the great type.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
I noticed a lot of people were practicing. I'm assuming that everybody probably, I mean, all they have to do is what, go to like Home Depot or something and grab some metal gates or or something.
Why did they change that?
Easy. It just makes it more fair. Apparently, you get like everybody gets equal traction off of it, and it's good sticky traction. They can get a good start off of it, and then once they get past that, I mean, it's a fair, even playing field. Like it's whatever comes to you in your rut, but it just makes the starts a little bit easier for the guys, and I mean not necessarily easier, but it makes it more even, so that way we have a better hole shot sometimes. Like I don't know, obviously Michael Lessie is the hole shot lord nowadays. I don't even know if has anybody taken over that position. I think didn't Mike go to Canada and now he's like Dunyan rings with Supercross or something.
You think that's gonna take hole shot devices out of play?
No, those will stay. The only reason
I think
they have them so adjustable now that they can pretty much set them for whatever they need them for.
Copy.
I'd say
you
they
guys ever
probably
started
stay.
off with concrete?
Yeah.
I do not.
No,
I don't think I have.
There's not a lot of tracks that have it. There's not a lot of tracks that have it. Yeah, we have one track in Oregon that has concrete starts.
How grippy is that?
It's not.
Well, no, and the funny thing is you'll see people rolling their bikes through these mud puddles underneath the stand above it, and it's like they're going right to their gate.
That's hilarious.
You steer around that. You steer around that.
Yeah. And then they're roasting their tires for 30 minutes before, and then let the tires cool off for a full 2 minutes before the gate drops.
Yeah,
so all that rubber they burned was pointless.
Yeah, it's fun though. I always love starting on a concrete start.
Yeah, it's cool. It's technique. Gotta get that weight back to get the traction. As soon as you hit the dirt, you wheelie.
It's insane. It's just wild how this season's changed. Like from last season. I mean, granted, last season was a really good season until East Rutherford. That's also that's neither here nor there. That's last season. It's whatever. It's bygones be bygones. Red Bull. It's all right. But I mean, last season was a great season, and this year I think, I mean, we don't have a returning champion, so I feel like this year is going to be a lot more exciting because we get to crown a new one. And we won't get into who we're thinking about that just yet. We'll probably get into it a couple races down the road. But
well, hold on. You can't say crown a new one. Chad Reed's a past champion.
Well, I mean, in like new champion, like that's not previous.
Champion.
Yeah.
Trying to hold their #1 plate.
Oh, okay. That is okay. Yeah.
That way, it's not as repetitive. So now, and I feel like even with this stacked field, like the next few seasons are gonna there's not gonna be a repeat. I don't think there can be a repeat at this point, unless Roxon. The only person I can see repeating is Roxon if he comes out stupid hot this year and just doesn't drop.
Or Muskin taking it to the next level.
Or even Tomac.
Or Tomac.
I mean anybody, but that's the thing is I think everybody elevates. and it's insane. I think that everybody's going to be able to compete the next couple of years until that one guy just gets that much more of an edge than everybody, kind of like how Villapoto did, and then kind of like how Dungey did. I mean, I think that's just going to be how it's going to, what it's going to have to happen. I don't think anybody can.
Tomac's the next man up. I almost feel like it's way too early. Like you say, it's way too early. But what he showed last year, he's been in the situation now. You know,
plus he's coming straight off the title for outdoors. I mean,
yeah, but he about lost that.
No.
Yeah,
he had it under wraps.
I mean, being realistic, he did want to race. He's apparently, from what I heard, he said he was going to race Erling's hard and actually show that he could beat him, but he decided to think like Dungey would think and think championship first. I'm not losing this shit. I'm not going to risk going out and being a hero to lose my title.
He wadded when he tucked his front end off that little triple into the turn in the first moto.
Oh yeah. So that's what I heard. I mean, I feel like maybe even
I
at
actually
Monster
heard that
Cup,
interview with him. He said after he lost it in that turn behind Hurlings, he realized he needed to Dungey up.
Oh yeah. I love how that's the term now in the community. It is Dungeying up, because I mean, he really did, like, if he wasn't going to win the race, it was always points first. He never, I don't think there was ever a time where I saw Dungey ever trying to be like, no, I need to win this race now, just because, and even if he didn't, he's like, just next race, next race, next race. One race at a time. If I can't win this one, it'll be the next race. No big deal. And like, he just kept his head down and was fucking so consistent.
How many top threes in a row did he get?
And he had the record, I think, too. He has a record.
Yeah, it was in the 50s or something.
Hell yeah.
You guys remember seeing that guy at the National? I forget what one it was, coming on the track after the gate already took off?
Yes.
Just scrapping away for points. Rain coming down, muddier than just, oh man, what bad conditions.
Insane.
I think Goose was his mechanic at that time, huh? They got it going.
I think it was, yeah.
The race took off. I remember the race took off, and all they were doing was watching Dungey in the pit, trying to get his bike going. He comes down tearing ass by the starting gate through his frickin' rot.
Wild.
The diesel, man. The guy's earned it.
Well, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us. I think we got pretty much everything we needed to say off our chest. We got everything for the video pretty much squared away. Got all our predictions out there for you guys. I would say let me know down below in the comments what you guys think are going to be the results for A1. If you're watching this video afterwards, let me know who won, because I'm probably, not the brightest. I'll probably forget. That's a joke. Don't worry, guys. You don't have to remind me. So, yeah, leave your predictions down below in the comments section. We got the race in, I believe, it's going to be Saturday, so wait, what is it from the upload today? Don't worry about it, bud. Anyway.
And look forward after the races for some race recaps.
Yes, look for that. We're going to have videos pretty much. I want to do this every week, because I feel like it would be really...
Oh, really? We're going to do a recap show?
Well, it'll be probably the recap and then predictions for next weekend. I feel like that'd be the good idea.
Oh, that'd be sick. We'll do it after the races Saturday night, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go live.
That's fine with me.
Look for Moto Live. Yeah, look for Moto Live Saturday.
Exactly. So anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you did, hit that like button, comment down below, like I said, what your predictions are for A1 and all that stuff. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, please go follow One Up Motorsports and Dirt Monkey Productions on Facebook and Instagrams. The link is going to be down below in the description. And as always, guys, my name is Moto, and I'm out. Peace.
Me too.